My name is Ben Lyons. I work at ESPN LA, NBA TV, and Franchise Magazine. And while those might sound like traditional sports outlets, I've been noticing more and more that esports are seeping into our conversations. And it's been really cool to get a chance to meet the guys today who will come out in a matter of moments. And you know, you look at the world of traditional sports where I come from, and I see the same passion, I see the same intensity, I see the same commitment to excellence and greatness that those athletes have with the athletes that you're going to come and meet today and interact with today. So I'm very excited to be here. You look at the top players in the world and how the industry is so rapidly growing. It's really amazing to be a part of and to see all the work that TSM is doing in the space and their inclusion, of course, in League of Legends, NALCS just a couple of weeks ago, and of course now to this partnership with a sponsor like Gillette is really amazing and groundbreaking. So congratulations to the entire TSM team, which we're about to meet in a matter of moments. But first, speaking on behalf of Gillette, I'd like to introduce Greg Vi. He's Gillette and Procter & Gamble's head of sports marketing. He's got a lot of big titles on his cards, so he's a big deal. So Greg, come on up. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I got the big hat, but no cattle, as we say down south. But thank you, Ben, thank you for the introduction. Thank you all for joining us today. Very, very excited about the unveiling and very excited about our relationship with TSM. It's something we're very, very proud of. But a little bit about Gillette. We are the world's largest male grooming brand, or male and female grooming brand. That's something we're very proud of. And we have over 120-year-old history. But one thing that makes us very unique is that over the last 100 years, we've been able to use sports, athletes, and properties to drive the brand and to reach our consumer. So some of the things that some of the people and some of the properties that we've been involved with over the years, the rumor is I've been there for all the 100 years, but that's not quite true. It's close. But some of the people that we've been involved with and some of the great properties we have been in. We were the first and exclusive sponsor of the Major League Baseball World Series on radio. So some of you may remember radio. So that was kind of fun. It was also unique. It was also about technology. So we were at the forefront of that. We're a 40-year sponsor of the World Cup. We've been involved with the NFL, Major League Baseball, the NBA. We've also been involved with cricket and other sports around the world and currently involved with the Olympics. We've also been involved with a lot of great athletes. A lot of athletes in baseball in the early days, but more recently, great athletes, global athletes like Tiger Woods, Roger Federer, Thierry Henry, Leo Messi. Currently on our roster, we have a great relationship with FC Barcelona as a premier partner. We're involved with one of our other talents is Thomas Müller from Germany, Antoine Griezmann from France, and the guy you may have heard of, Neymar Jr., some kind of minor guy down the road somewhere that kicks the ball around. But we've been very, very lucky. We've used these athletes and our properties to reach our consumer, to really help us talk and give our message. And our message has always been around innovation, about technology, and about precision. And this group has always helped us do that. We've been also really looking at where do we go next? And that forefront has been esports. We've been looking at it for a number of years. This is not something we just decided to turn on. We've been involved in gaming for a while with some of the sports pieces, but we really got interested in, especially when you're seeing the numbers, you're seeing the fan engagement, and you see the communities that esports has built. And we've looked into it and said, how do we, as Gillette, become involved where we become part of the conversation, not just look like we're trying to jump on the bandwagon. So we've done some pretty unique things. We did some test and learn. We were involved with the ESL event in Katowice in Poland. We signed our first esport athlete, Expeke, a really nice young man who I got to spend a lot of time with and actually learned a lot over there, and just tremendous person. And then we also looked to say, okay, how do we take our learnings, take all of our, just everything that we're about, and where do we go next? And so that led us down the path to Team Solomon, TSM, and where we've really created a true partnership. We announced our partnership several months ago, but we've also been working very closely with them for them to help us with the space, but also working closely for them and helping them with some of the things that we know within Procter & Gamble and with Gillette and growing brands. It's something we're very, very proud of. We're happy to be here today. Won't take any more of your time up, but I want to introduce the founder of TSM, the owner, and actually say a good friend. We enjoyed dinner last night, so Andy Ding.
Hey guys, so first off, thanks for having me here. I'm Andy, and just like Ben said, it's honestly been so amazing to see how far esports has grown. Right, when I started, we were competing in stadiums with, I mean, not even stadiums. I would say theaters, convention centers with just 50 to 100 people, and within the last 5 years, we're seeing players compete in massive stadiums around the world, like the Madison Square Garden, the Staples Center, even some of the stadiums that are used for the Olympics, right, with like up to 60,000 people. So it's really crazy to be a part of that whole process. We're competing in official leagues now. We're working with sports teams, and we're working with some of the biggest sponsors in the world, like Gillette, and that makes me so proud to be a part of the Gillette family. They're a brand about excellence. They work with Neymar Jr., they work with Messi, and from an esports perspective, if you think about excellence, you generally associate TSM with excellence because we've been a team that's gone to practically every single final in the LCS. So out of 10 LCS finals, we've gone to 10 of them, and we've won 6. And I think philosophically, our brand is about excellence. We always strive to be the best. We always strive to win. And whenever there's room for improvement, we always look to improve. And I think that fits really well with Gillette because they work with the best athletes, they work with the best teams, and they're always trying to make their product better. They're always trying to improve their razors, and they're a leader in their industry, similar to how we are a leader in our industry. And not only that, but just looking at this event, looking at how far esports has grown, you know, 3-4 years ago, I would have never expected to be a part of even this press event where you guys are here now listening to me speak about esports. I was just a little kid that dropped out of high school, went to college, and started this all as a hobby. So seeing this all grow in this way, this fast, is amazing. Seeing Gillette be involved with TSM, believing in esports, believing in our team, believing in our players, just truly gets me excited. They've done so much. Just even a couple weeks ago, right after Worlds, you know, from a TSM perspective, we're a small startup. We're used to working with our camera guy, Max, Andrew, with just a small production team. And seeing them send several production trucks to our house with close to 100 people, 100 cameramen there, just got me really excited. And they're honestly a great partner. They're treating us just like we're Neymar, we're Messi, and that makes me really proud to be here. Anyways, thanks guys. I wanted to introduce you to Song, our head coach.
Thank you, Andy, and thank you, Gillette, for having me here today. I'm happy to take on these new roles, as coach for TSM, and then 그냥 한국말로 할게요. 네. 이런 TSM과 앤디에게 이런 좋은 팀과 로스터를 만들어준 거에 대해서 감사하고 제가 그 일원이 되게 돼서 너무 기쁘고요. 네.
I want to thank Andy and TSM for giving me opportunity to work with the team and the very good players that we have right now. And yeah, I'm really happy that I get to be the coach of this elite team that we get to have.
그리고 저한테는 질레트라는 회사 이름이 매우 친숙한데요. 그 이유가 한국에서는 질레트 면도기 하면 질레트가 가장 유명하고 항상 저 또한 질레트를 사용해 왔고 최근에도 AC 스튜디오 가기 전날에 항상 질레트를 사용하는 사람으로서 이번 저희 TSM과 같이 일하게 돼서 너무 든든하고 같이 일하기 때문에 내년인 2018년에 좋은 일만 가득할 것 같아서 되게 기대되고 흥분됩니다.
For me, Gillette is a very familiar name because Gillette is like the top brand in Korea too. So like I've been using that daily. I even used it this morning too, and I'm really happy that a big name like Gillette can work with TSM, and being part of them makes me really excited for 2018.
마지막으로 항상 최고가 되기 위해 노력해왔고 TSM에 들어와서도 항상 최고가 되기 위해서 또 북미에서 최고의 팀이지만 세계에서도 최고의 팀이 될 수 있도록 정말 최대한의 노력을 해서 좋은 성적을 내도록 노력하겠습니다.
I've been always aspiring to be the best, and right now TSM is the best team in North America, but I want to make it the best team in the world. So I hope we can work together and become the best that we can be.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Coach. Now's the time. It's the first public appearance of the entire TSM roster. We're going to have the first media opportunities. First time we're going to see these athletes adorn the famous and iconic TSM jersey. So a lot of firsts today. We're going to get through them all, but I would like to first introduce the athletes, the esports athletes. Let's bring them out. So starting off this lineup for TSM in 2018, Alfonso Mithy Rodriguez. Come on out, let's make some noise, guys. Get a little energy in here. Jesper Svenningsen, Soren Björgsen, Mike Young, and Kevin Hanser Yarnell. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Team Solo Mid roster. Congratulations, guys. Let's line you up for a little photo. If you want to just take all the photos for yourself there in the front, you can do that too. No, let's get you guys all lined up. Get a team photo here. All right, everybody's got their shot. Now, I know this is the first time that the team has formally been together publicly, so some of you guys have jerseys, some of you do not. So, Soren, do you want to pass out a few there to the guys who don't have them, who are new to the team? It's a big moment. And we'll hold them all up maybe on the front side first, and then we'll do the back side. So there you go. And Kevin, yeah, so this, everybody raise them up. Cool. Now, but yeah, we'll do the back. Soren, you got this. All right, now time to put the jerseys on. Let's make sure we put them on the right way. We've all done that before, so yeah. First time we get everybody rocking them. Good? TSM feels good, huh? Nice. Look at that smile. That's amazing. He's so stoked. It's very cool. All right, let's get everybody looking good, looking clean, looking fresh. Sweet, we get those. All right. Any other? We're good. All right. Now time for a little surprise. We have a little surprise now. Behind you, or right? Is it right in front of them? Yeah, right in front of you guys. We got a little gift for you guys on behalf of Gillette to really formalize this partnership. You can take a look at those. This is the a Gillette razor with a custom 3D handle. Got the TSM logo, the in-game name of each player to celebrate being a part of the 2018 roster. So there you go. Mithy stoked. He's like, I get a jersey and a razor. This is sweet. Yeah, TSM rocks. No doubt. Yeah, let's get everybody holding up the razors. Nice. Everybody get their shots? Everybody's good? Cool. You guys can take a seat, and we've got another quick little surprise for you as well. Gillette and TSM, as everybody has mentioned today, share a lot of qualities in common. Obviously, a pursuit to be the best, a focus and a determination to innovate and to embrace technology. And there are a lot of comparisons, obviously, between the two brands. So we want to share with you a little teaser of a hero shot that will be coming out very soon. But we've got a quick little 5 seconds or so. Blink and you'll miss it. So I think we can all address the monitor here and take a little look of what's to come. Look at that. Yeah? How you feel, dude? That's pretty cool.
Looks cool, yeah.
Do you want to run it again? We should run one more time. You want to run it again? Let's run it again. It's another example of Gillette and TSM coming together to really innovate and create a really special sponsorship and partnership. So I've been talking a lot. I know everybody wants to hear from you guys. So we'll start with a little Q&A. I want to start with Bjergsen and Hanser. Guys, what are you most looking forward to when it comes to the new additions to the squad? You got some new teammates this year.
Well, sometimes change has to happen, and with our past roster, we've had some problems that we weren't able to fix in time for Worlds, and with this new roster, we might have some new problems, but I know that those old problems will be most likely gone, and I'm excited to play with these new players. They're all really well known, and they have just a lot of good understanding of the game, a lot of good skill, and working with them will be really fun.
Soren, how about for you? What are you looking forward to with the new additions to the roster?
I think it's just really motivating to get a whole new set of teammates, motivating for all of us to work harder. And it's just nice with a, fresh breath of air and having new people come in with their perspective of the game or strategy. I think we'll all learn a lot from that.
For the new guys on the team, what does it mean to be a part of TSM, and what made you guys decide to join the squad?
You go first.
Sure.
Hey, I think both TSM and I had, or me and Mitty, had a lot of things in common, that we have both been destroying our domestic league, EU and LCS, but we had kind of lackluster performances at MSI or at Worlds. And when you're on a new team, you get this honeymoon feeling where everything is great for a while and everyone has a lot of motivation to become the best. And I mean, we always have that, but you have a new fresh breath of air, and TSM is probably the biggest team in America, the best one for sure. And they have, great branding, great sponsors like Gillette, and a great team as well of good players and nice guys. So TSM is the optimal choice for me.
For you?
Well, I've been wanting to join TSM for a while now, but I never really had the right time. It was never really the right time because I wanted to join together with Sven. So now that I'm finally here, it's like a dream come true. I've said it a lot of times, but it really is the truth. I've always wanted to win both EU and then ALCS. That's like my biggest goal right now. So that's something I'm striving for. And I want to also perform at Worlds. I want to do well. And I think that's something that we all have in common in TSM. And also, funnily enough, with Gillette, is that we want to be the best. And I think that's something that we're going to achieve together.
Mike, how about for you? What does it mean for you to be a part of TSM, and what do you think you bring to the team?
Well, so personally for me, I'm kind of like an unknown quantity when it comes to my potential. And I knew from the start when 3 years back, that TSM was going to be the best platform for me to improve and for me to reach my heights. And I'm very confident that I'll be able to do that when the time comes for me to really prove that I am the best. And I just appreciate that gaming and esports is really pushing towards more professionalism. So with brands that are coming in from normal sports, from NFL, from Olympic sports, like Gillette, I really do see esports reaching one of the most viewed games, one of the most viewed audiences, like sports to watch.
I've followed the NBA and followed the NFL for a long time, and I've seen many athletes make very bold predictions at press conferences just like this. So I want to see that in the esports community as well. Do you guys have any big predictions for the 2018 season for TSM?
I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to win the NALCS. It's kind of a given at this point, but after that, it's kind of hard to tell because we still need to play together as a team to see how we'll perform internationally. I'm hopeful, but I'm not going to make any bold predictions on that.
How about for the new additions to the team? What do you guys think is going to happen in the new season?
I've been in this position before where I said something stupid and then it backfired really hard. So I think it's not too much to claim that we're going to win NALCS this year and we're going to be the first players to win both EU and NALCS. But I'm not going to say that, but I think there's a good chance. We will make finals at least and then we're going to win.
I'd say the minimum goal should be to win NALCS and make it out of groups at Worlds.
Minimum goal.
What are you guys doing now that you're assembled and you're here in Los Angeles and you have to work on your chemistry? What are you guys doing around LA? How are you enjoying this great city?
I heard we're going for food.
Taking them out for good food. Mithy just landed last night, so we didn't have a chance to do a whole lot yet, but we're going out for a team dinner tonight and should probably plan some other activities too. I don't know. There's a lot of things to see and do around LA, and I'm sure we'll go out and do things as a team.
I'm curious, how does that sort of camaraderie and that bond that you guys form from going out to dinner or going to the beach or hanging out in LA, how does that then impact your performance as a team together, as when TSM, plays?
I think the most important thing when we hang out outside of the gaming room and outside of practice is that we build a bond together so that we can really go into the small details when it comes to the gameplay and make sure that we're covering every single aspect.
Yeah, I think when you have a solid friendship outside the game, it allows you to kind of be harder and criticize your teammates when there's things that you feel like they should be doing differently, or if they give you criticism, you're able to take that and not be defensive. And if your friends, you know that when they're criticizing you, it's because they want the best for you and the best for your team, not because they're trying to tell you that you suck or something.
Kevin, we talked about how the new additions to the team are going to help things obviously in the new season. But as someone who's been a part of TSM, how will the new team member in Gillette really help change things, you think, for the upcoming season?
I think it just goes to show that Gillette's one of the biggest shaving brands out there, and TSM is also one of the biggest esports brands out there. So the culmination of the two coming together just really helps progress esports as a whole and shows that we're becoming more mainstream. It's going to become a lot more serious in the future, and that this is just the first step going forward for esports.
And it means we'll be the most handsome team on stage.
Well, I was going to say, yes, now that you're part of Gillette, you guys are you're gonna be looking fresh. So Soren, if you can go down the line, sort of just break down everyone's look now that everyone's all clean shaven. And, who spends the most amount of time in the mirror every day before you guys practice?
Probably.
I shared a hotel room with Kevin once, and I'm pretty sure he thought I was asleep, and he was checking himself out shirtless in the mirror. So
No.
I think I'll go with Kevin. But he's probably the most handsome with his shirt off too. So.
What do you think is most intimidating? Who's the most intimidating look, you think?
What? What? No. I'll be Bjergsen because, he's the most famous. He's got 1 million followers on Twitter. It's kind of scary to talk to him, get on his backside. You don't want to do that.
Good stuff, guys. I'm going to open it up now to questions from the press that we have here. Does anybody have a question for Team TSM? Any questions? A bunch of journalists? No questions in a press conference? No, come on. Yeah, here we go. Go for it.
Hi, Travis Gafford for Travis Gafford Esports. Very curious. You had mentioned that you guys had hoped, or Mithy, you mentioned you wanted to come over to TSM for a while. Was it always the plan for you this off-season to try to get to TSM? And was it just a conversation between you and Sven? How did that whole negotiation process go?
Well, I can't go into too much detail, but yeah, the main idea for us was to reach. Well, I wanted to go to North America because I had the goal to win the NALCS. So we wanted to stick together, go to NA, and join a competitive team. And TSM was pretty much the main team for us to look forward to because they excelled at those three things.
Any other questions? I have a question quickly for Andy. Just what does it feel like? You want to come up here quickly? What does it feel like for you to see the entire TSM team up here with Gillette and the jerseys? I can see you smiling in the front row, but I want you to share those feelings with everyone here today.
It's honestly an amazing experience. Going into the off season, there's just so much uncertainty, right? What I wanted out of the off season was I wanted to put together the best possible team. Going to Worlds and losing was so discouraging. I mean, I don't want to go and tell you guys like a really long story of why I created TSM, right? But the short version is I only created TSM as a hobby, and the only reason why I created TSM was to really win Worlds. And after such a disappointing season, I went into off-season with the expectation to build the best possible team in the Western Hemisphere. I reached out to every single player that I wanted, the best coach, the best bot lane in the West, and even the best jungle that was in free agency. And I got them all. I'm so proud to have this roster here today with Gillette. We're working with Gillette, best sponsor we can have, working with all these players. They're great. They're amazing. And, you know, they're pretty much the best players in their position in the West. And so I would have to say I got it. I practically got it all this offseason. I couldn't have done better. And I'm just so proud of myself as well, honestly.
Congratulations. That's amazing. With that, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. So one more time, a round of applause for the 2018 TSM roster. I want to thank Gillette, of course, and all of you guys for coming and having us be part of your day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Some more photos. Want to jump in, take a photo with all the guys? Let's go, boys. There we go, right here.
Hello everyone, this is Travis Gafford, and thank you so much for supporting me here on my YouTube channel where I do lots of interviews and videos. If you would like to support me more, you can check me out in the description below. Thank you. That sounded like Squidward. I think you sound like Squidward to me. All right.